This last video for Word Unit 2, we're going to cover a lot of different things that will just, not necessarily things that you have to do, but things that will just make it easier for you to do your research paper. So we all know how to copy and paste. We know that we can right click. We know that we can come up here and go to edit. We also know that we can do the shortcut keys, Command C, V, things like that. But there's also one other way that I want to show y'all how to copy and paste and cut, just in case you weren't aware of it. Let's go ahead and close out our citation toolbox if you haven't already done so. We're going to scroll up to the second page, and this word right here, the geostationary, we want to double click that or highlight it. We're going to come up here, and right up here we have some icons. It's cut, the scissors, copy, and then a paste. Well, we want to go ahead and just click on that. We've copied that word. We're going to come over here, and in front of the word satellites, we're going to put our insertion point, and we're going to use the button up here, paste. And so you'll see that it's automatically pasted that. When you do that, you get your paste options menu. So you see this little clipboard here. If we click on that, there's a couple of options we can choose from. We can keep the source formatting. So that means we don't want to change anything about it. We're just copying it exactly how it is. We can match the destination formatting. So that means maybe you're pasting this into a different area of your research paper or dissertation or whatever you're doing, and it has a different format than what it was before. It's going to match whatever you're putting it into, or you can just use it as keep text only, and most of the time you're going to probably end up keeping it source formatting, so we're just going to leave that there. You can hit the escape button in the top left hand corner, or you can just click off and then that paste options menu goes away. Next, I want to show you how to find some text. So if you've ever taken notes, or maybe you're looking for particular words in a paper, the quickest way to do that is right up here in this search in document box, okay, is where we're going to go. So we want to go to the top of the paper. The quickest way to do that is you hold down the function, command, left arrow. Let me say it again. Function, command, left arrow. Notice it moves my insertion point right up here at the beginning of my paper. So come up here to the search in document, and we want to search We Console. And notice as we're typing, it is recognizing and putting in We Console everywhere in the paper that we've typed it in yellow. Okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to come up here and we're going to click this little spotlight looking magnifying glass. We're going to hit replace, because I've decided I don't want to just use the words We Console. I'm going to replace this with We Game Console. So right here in the replace with box, I'm going to do We Game Console. I'm going to hit replace all because I want it to replace everywhere in my paper that I've done We Console. So you can look, We Game Console here, scroll down here, We Game Console there. So it went ahead and changed it automatically for us, so you don't have to go in and find it everywhere yourself. Okay? The next thing I want to show you guys is how you can also look at different pages in your document. We're familiar with this in PowerPoint, but you can also do it in your Word documents. So at the top here we have a bunch of different little icons, and we want to do the thumbnail page. And you'll see that it shows the 3 thumbnails that I have. And so we want to go ahead and go straight to 2. So if we click on that, it takes us to page 2. And we're going to talk about synonyms using the thesaurus. So let's say that I didn't necessarily like this word, or maybe I'm using a certain word too many times and I need to find a different word. Well, a synonym is a word similar in meaning, okay? So let's take, for instance, right here the word prescribed, and I'm highlighting it for you. You can see where it is. It's that first sentence of the last paragraph. You can come up here and go to Tools and go to Thesaurus and go that way. Or a quicker way is to right click on the word, and when you scroll down to synonyms, it's going to give you a quick list of synonyms for that word. Okay? Go ahead and pick the word suggested. Notice that it automatically changed prescribed to suggested. And then now we want to go ahead and check our grammar. So let's go ahead and close out that side pane's view. I'm going to hit Function, Command, left arrow again to take me to the top of my paper because I want to start checking from the beginning. I'm going to come up here to my menu toolbar and go to Spelling and Grammar. And then it's going to bring up all of my mistakes. So I like to fix them as I go along, but you also maybe have missed a few. So this one we're going to ignore because that is how you spell that person's name. The rest of it's telling me my grammar and spelling is fine because I've been fixing it as I've been going through. But some of you may have some that you need to fix. So at this point, you need to fix any grammar or spelling errors that you might have. Now what I want you guys to do is we're going to go ahead and change these properties. I want to change the title to W2-2, subject, computer applications, and then whatever hour you're in. So I'm going to pretend like I'm in first hour. Has my name. And then I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to save this again as file W2-2. I'm going to replace that one. And I want to show you guys just one more thing really quickly. I want you to come up here and I want you to go to the File, Print. Your print box is going to pop up. I want you guys to go ahead and come up here where it says Presets and, I'm sorry, wrong thing. Where it says Copies and Pages, you're going to change it to Microsoft Word. You'll notice that it changes my options down here. My print what? I don't want you to print the document. I want you to pull up the document properties. Now, I know that we're having issues with our printer, so you guys will not be able to print these. So how I want you to do this so you can turn it in on my big campus is come down here to the corner. You're going to go to PDF and go Open PDF in Preview. Okay? So right here, it's going to show you all of the information. So it shows me my file name, the folder, the subject, everything I typed in when I created it, my total time editing this project, which obviously is not just 2 minutes because we've been working on this over a couple of days, number of pages, the number of words, okay? So I want you guys to go ahead and do File, Save. I want you to go ahead and save this as well. And you can save this. Let's change this to Document Properties W2-2.